Georgia mom Melinda Herman is home with her 9-year-old twins. A man breaks into her house. Take a listen to her husband, who's on the phone both with Melinda and 911.
He's in the bedroom? Okay, shh, relax. Just remember everything that I showed you, everything that I taught you, all right? She shot him. She's shooting him. She's shooting him. She's shooting him. She's shooting him. Okay. Shoot him again. Shoot him. Oh, no.
Did she came out of the attic?
Screaming at him.
She's screaming at him?
She shot him a lot.
The intruder shot 5 times, ran out of the home, but was arrested. Melinda and her children are safe. With me now is Larry Pratt, who's the executive director, Gun Owners of America from D.C., and Otis McDonald, the inspiration for the book An Act of Bravery. He became the public face of gun rights when he challenged Chicago's handgun ban. Thanks for being with us. Now, Otis, you live in the city of Chicago, one of the most violent cities in the country. You wanted a handgun. You were told that you couldn't have one. You took your case to the United States Supreme Court. Why?
Because I was afraid for my family. All of a sudden, I look around and I can't protect them, and I thought that this is not right. I knew that I had to try and do something. My garage had been broken into twice. My house had been burglarized 5 different times. My life had been threatened, and I said that this is enough. I've got to find some way. I go to CAP meeting every month for the last 25, 30 years, and I know that the police was doing the best that they could.
Well, but
and I had to go and.
Otis, you take the case to the United States Supreme Court. That is not easy to do. Larry Pratt, let me ask you. The idea of someone having to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court to just get confirmation of what they already know, their Second Amendment rights, isn't that a little frustrating for gun owners?
Frustrating is a very mild word. It's so outrageous that politicians who are well protected by men with guns throughout our country, and in particular in Washington, and in fact the law that Mr. McDonald was suffering under was pushed through by then Mayor Jane Byrne, who said, why would anybody need a gun? And at the very time she was surrounded by a phalanx of armed Chicago police officers.
And Otis, when you hear about that 911 call where a woman is with her twins, a mother just learning how to use a gun, if she were in the city of Chicago, she wouldn't be able to have that handgun, would she? No,
she wouldn't, at that time anyway.
And
that's, go
ahead.
That's mind-boggling. I don't understand it. Why would innocent, law-abiding citizens be denied a right to protect themselves in their homes and families when all the gun criminals are running around out here with all these guns, and the police cannot possibly take all of them?
Otis,
I mean, they do the best that they can.
Right, right. And clearly, in that situation of the woman that we just heard on 911, Melinda Herman, I mean, the police could not possibly have gotten there in time. But when you hear that the Journal News, that newspaper that released the names of permit owners in Westchester and Rockland, you know, did an interactive map showing, literally mapping the way to their homes. What do you think of that, Otis? Do you think that was the right thing for the Journal News to do?
Of course not. That is saying to me that all the years that you have worked and paid taxes in your home, I've been living there since 1971, and you don't have no right, and we care more about the criminal than we do you. and I'm still paying taxes.
Larry, let me ask you, where do you think this whole discussion is going in this country regarding gun owners? What do you think ultimately is going to happen, given that the United States Supreme Court has said the individual has a right to have a weapon?
Well, I think we've got to smoke out what seems to be behind this. Too many times people advocating gun control seem to be very happy with an elitist assumption that they're worth protecting and the rest of us, chop liver. And I think maybe after the tragedy in Newtown, people are beginning to realize that, hey, we've been trying gun-free zones now for 20 years, and all we get for our trouble is massacres in gun-free zones. Isn't it about time that we wake up, tell the politicians either get with the program or we're going to get a new politician and we're going to change these laws that militate against decent people being able to defend themselves, even while the politicians can't do anything to keep criminals from getting guns to hurt the rest of us.
All right, Larry Pratt, Otis McDonald, who joins us from Chicago, that gun-free city that's one of the most violent in the country. I appreciate your being with us this evening, both of you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
And don't forget to weigh in on our Insta poll. Has the Journal News put legal gun owners in danger by printing their names and mapping out their addresses? Go to my Facebook page or Twitter account @Judge Jeanine and tell me. We'll have the results later in the show.